అలానే సినిమా చిత్రీకరణ సాంకేతిక అంశాల్లో భారతీయ సినిమా వేగంగా పురోగమిస్తోందని ప్రముఖ దర్శకులు శ్యామ్ బెనగల్ అభిప్రాయపడ్డారు. చిత్రాల రూపకల్పనలో దేశీయ సహజత్వాన్ని కోల్పోవద్దని సూచించారు. రామోజీ ఫిల్మ్ సిటీలో జరుగుతున్న ఇండివుడ్ ఫిల్మ్ కార్నివాల్లో పాల్గొన్న బెనగల్తో మా ప్రతినిధి రవిచంద్ర ముఖాముఖిని చూద్దాం.
How is this film carnival going on?
Well, it's very interesting. This is the third time I've been to an Indiewood film carnival, and I think Sohan Roy does a very good job of it. And this, of course, this market section, which is the first time I've seen a market section of the Indiewood festival. I think it's extremely well organized. I hope to see more people here, of course, and it seems like a great place to come to. And the venue of Ramoji Film City is a very good venue because it's got space, it's got place, it's got everything that you could possibly need.
Sir, Sohan Rai is conducting this film carnival for a special reason, for a special cause. He want to improve the market of the Indian cinema. What do you say?
I'm altogether for it because you see, as far as India is concerned, it's a question of taking South India to North India and North India to South India. It's that kind of a situation. Particularly, I think it requires, because the largest film industry in India actually is films made in south of India, not so much north of India, because almost more than 2/3 of the films made in India are made in the south. And people in the north don't really know too much about it. But I'm glad that you see now what has happened is the films that are made in the south are actually getting versions that can be shown in other parts of India as well, which it used to happen, during the time of Vasan, SS Vasan. Films used to be made in Chennai, but they used to be shown all over the country because there was always a Hindi version. Now I think it's coming back. And now I think Sohan Roy, in fact, is about to produce a film in which he's going to have many different language versions, including several Indian languages. So obviously, the idea has been there for a long time, but it's being properly implemented now.
Why we are not able to reach the Oscar nominations?
Well, you see, Oscars is not I don't believe that we should have any kind of complex about Oscars. You mustn't forget that the Oscar is primarily a prize for American cinema or English language cinema. You will notice, if you look at all the Oscar winners, there are very few films that are made in the English language outside of the United States which come for Oscars. Except for the foreign Oscar, which is given for films outside of the English language, I don't think we should suffer from any kind of Oscar complex because, we should create a standard for ourselves, a quality standard for ourselves. Instead of looking at Oscar and thinking that's the standard. That's not really the standard. The standard has to be created by ourselves, for ourselves, which means that we have to be serious about the kind of films we make. Because if you look at Oscars and then want to make films, you will only be imitating other people. We should not imitate anybody else.
What suggestions you give to the Indian?
We should be as original as we can. That is the important thing. We have the ability, the talent, the energy and the tradition. We have to make use of it well, and create our own genuine aesthetic. We don't have to copy somebody else's aesthetic.
So what is your comment on the new directors, new actors coming?
I think among the younger directors, there are some wonderful new young directors. My acquaintance with South Indian cinema is not too much because I live in Bombay, but in the Hindi cinema itself, there are some wonderful young directors who are making good films. Some of them are small budget films, some of them are big budget films. But by and large, Indian cinema is in good health. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ధన్యవాదాలండి. భారతీయ సినిమా అప్పటికీ ఇప్పటికీ ఎప్పటికీ కూడా గొప్పగానే ఉంటుందని ప్రముఖ దర్శకులు శ్యామ్ బెనగల్ చెప్తున్నారు.